Bring it in, Lisa. Let's just go ahead and get right up here. Lisa's my web designer. We're trying to get this farm video together. I just made this sprayer. It's got Wilmar Manufacturing hoods on it. The main reason I got this is so the wind would not blow the chemicals off target. And I basically made this from two different sprayers. The Booms is from another one. I always wanted to do this. Main reason I wanted my own sprayer, I didn't want a big rig to cut ruts. Now right now the ground's pretty darn dry, pretty good. This is the first no-till field I'm going to spray with it. We no-tilled the corn and bean ground. There was a bunch of dead grass like that. None of this grass was here. We had about 2 inches of rain a couple days ago. It dried off. The corn is in here. It's hard for it to see, but it's here. Got a fairly good stand. This is a no-till, highly erodible ground. I had it in hay a couple years. Actually, I started in the hay farming business on this farm right along them trees that wouldn't grow no beans. I put hay in it and found my first hay customer, Annabelle. And I got started with Dad's old hay equipment from the dairy farm, and we worked with that. The next thing you know, I kept growing in the hay business a little bit, and I'll issue some more stories, but I like to focus on the sprayer. If the sprayer works out as good as I hope, I'd like to build them, sell them to pay off my mortgage on the farm. And we went through some struggles here with the drought of 2012. Like I said before in the past, he was on CBS News. We had hay on the other side. Donnie just, we tore that up. We was going to no-till in it, but the ground got so hard we couldn't get the planter in the ground. So we had to work it all up. I planted part of it and I realized that wasn't going to work, so we tore it all up and replanted it. So we're done planting corn for the year. She's going to beans. I'm spraying fields. We got hay to do. Kevin's raking my hay for me, my son. And my wife is going to be planting beans. And I got another gentleman that's working ground for a while because I need that tractor to bale hay. So we got a lot of things going, getting seed here, people there, equipment moved around. And people don't understand what we do it, but we do it because we love it, or I do it because I love it. I don't know if the rest of the kids or everybody else loves it, but I'm happy and I'm able to be able to do these things. I'm trying to do these videos for about 3 or 4 different reasons. For one, it helps me. I got to repeat everything that I do every time somebody comes by. So if they're looking for a job, they don't know what's going on, and I realize the young farmers can't, there's nobody there to teach them. We've got this corporate mind here, and a family farm is not a corporation. Here, we're here to raise food for families, even though it gets sold as commodities. And we usually have a specialty business like raising hay for dairy farmers, beef farmers, horses and sheep and whatever you need to eat, elephants or yes, or you know, at zoos. We've got the hay here to sell. We're looking for customers. Our hay business has changed. We had a lot of rain and a lot of farmers couldn't put up dry hay, so now that they're chopping it, wet baling it, now that they're doing that, they're getting more hay and stuff, and so they're not buying as much. So I'm looking for new contacts here for hay, but we're also losing dairy farmers. They're retiring, nobody's taking over. The other ones get bigger and they end up buying more land and then raising their own hay now themselves, or chopping it. Basically, they're not feeding as much dry hay to their cows anymore. So that's where I'm at. We had to tear up a lot of hay. Some of it what needed to be tore up anyhow. We tore up what really wasn't that good. We just didn't put out as much hay this year as we normally done. We need a place to sell it. So, and I need to raise better hay than what was rain damage from all the rains, and then we need to have it when there was a drought being there. So, long and the short of it is I'm trying to do as much as I possibly can. It's been long days, long nights. Hey, that's what we do. I'll show you my sprayer, some of the ideas that I created here. The sprayer over here, Lisa, if you can, I want you to kind of walk around.
I'm just hoping there's no snakes in the grass.
No snakes in the grass. Honey, I can't guarantee that. And I won't yell snake. I got these tips. I bought these tips here. I'm spraying several different chemicals, and right now the hoods are up, and these are T-Jet tips, and they spin here, and I got two different kinds. I just put them in, and I bought them, and now they got the tips and the nozzles together in two different colors, so I can look under here real quick. And the Wilmar's got these adjustable things, so if I want to, I use a pressure regulator to get so much pressure, and I got a spray chart. I put all my recipes on the back for chemicals, and then I got this rate chart, and it's right here. And this is the tips I got is 8002s, and I want at least 15 gallons of water. And then I've got to do my own calibrating and my own math here on how it works with the speed of the tractor, because everything ain't quite, you know, perfect, because different tire sizes and that. So I've kind of done some spraying on my own with water and came out with whatever, and I'm guessing here about 6 miles an hour. I feel happy in the tractor. And then I've got some other tips here. These are 8008s, and that puts on more gallons per acre at a speed. And the reason I done that, I designed this sprayer to go with my pickup truck, so when I go to spraying beans on 15-inch rows, my tractor tires won't be on it, and some of my fields are farther away, so I've got it designed to pull behind my pickup truck. So when I want to go 10 mile an hour spraying with my pickup truck, I'll just flip this over into here, and I can get anywhere from let's see, where's my 8004s right in here. I can get anywhere with this pressure rating anywhere from like 15 gallons at 4. But if I get up 10 miles or whatever, in some with these pressure rating around here, I can get 10 gallons an acre or 15, depending on what the chemical is required to have. Some of it might need 15 gallons an acre to apply. These chemicals I'm applying need at least 15 gallons an acre for the main weed killer. It's long term. So I'm hoping to kill everything and make it last. This is a one-time shot deal. If it don't work, I'll come back with Roundup, because this year I went to all GMO genetically modified crops, because I knew that the non-GMOs was going to die from aluminum. We've got so much aluminum coming from the skies. And if you look up here, Lisa, look how the sky clouds was. These was streaks here when I called you, but the time you got out here, they scattered out. We had a perfectly blue thing here for the last 2 days, and about 2.5 hours ago, they started spraying streaks across the sky, and now we got this. And as it scatters out, there from the HARP or radio controlled tires or whatever it might be, I don't know, but I know from experience, because there's was one streak right there. You see that one, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay, and they just scatter out. And them ain't normal clouds that I grew up with as a kid. Now, you know, some people have said, well, now, you know, why did NASA come out with 15 more new clouds? Well, that's probably one of them. And to me, it looks like a paintbrush design on the ceiling or whatever. So being on that part. But getting back to the sprayer here and the GMOs having the ability to put Roundup. Now, I'm not anti-Roundup thing. and I'm on call, and I can't see my cell phone where I can turn on the button. Hello? Yes. Okay, Wilburn, you're done with the field. We'll be coming over there in a little bit to get that, bring that tractor back, and that's fine. I want to get the tractor. So just fold it up because I need to bring it home to start baling hay. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for helping me. I appreciate it. Okay, take care, Wilburn. Okay, well we'll take a look at it and we'll see. Who taught you how to disc, Wilburn? Oh, you funny guy. Okay, I'll see you. Bye. Okay. Where was I? That's what happens when people call. You forget what you was doing. You ever have that?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So anyhow, GMO crops, we can come back and spray Roundup on it and catch up the mistakes there, because some of these chemicals don't work if it don't rain. They always got an excuse. I try to do it one time to save trips and money across the field, but also I'm finding out we got to do more other things that we need to apply. Lisa, I'm going to show you how I start this and how I build it.
Okay.
I made a toolbox. I think everybody needs a toolbox.
Do you want me to
sprayer.
start a new video or keep this one?
Keep this one going.
Okay.
And these are the thing that controls it. So I got this as the center one here is the center cluster of Red Bull spray monitors. So this tells me that each one of them, or whatever I got to. Some of them I got one, this one here I got one nozzle because it worked out. The other ones are on 2 or 3. And these are on 2 here. And so I got one for 2 of them on that one. So this one would be for that. And that's where this is. This is a flow regulator. And I adjust that with a button on pressure if I need to on the go. And then over here is a chemical isolator that I put on. This reads the pressure going into my valves. And that's the same thing comes here. And what it is, this has got chemicals and this has got RV fluid. And it goes through there. And I got 15-foot cords to go to my pickup truck. And I've got the gauges and the switch over there, and I'll take that around to show that. At least I'll always carry it over there. But we'll go back here. I made this flush tank, so when I ran out, I can throw some water in there. And sometimes I might run off 50 to 100 feet from being done. It's like, darn, I can get enough water in there, and there's enough chemicals in the tank that I can put wrench water in and finish the field. Or I got a big enough toolbox. Eventually I'm going to carry a little Mad Mix premix of stuff that I can dump in the tank if I need to. I got my battery here. I was going to get it set up and put lights on, but I never got that far. I put this Kohler engine. It's got an extra streeter in it to get more electricity power to run that, lights, and I got it set up. So what I'm going to do, Lisa, if you want to take pictures, I'm just going to run the center one, and I'm going to flip the switch, and you can see these balls go up, and that tells that the spray rig's running. Now you turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. This one here hangs down more than the other, but this is the only sprayer, only one that's got one nozzle. So I'm going to come back here and show you. That's good right here. Okay. I got them 3. I got one. That middle one's only on one sprayer. spray thing, and these are on 3. So that's why they're not quite holding level. So Lisa, what I'm gonna have you do over here is I'd like for you to get down about right in here so you can see underneath. Okay, now I'm gonna flip that on just to show how it works.
Okay.
See it?
Yes.
See it come out?
Yes.
So you got it?
I did.
Okay. Well, that's my sprayer. My guy's done. I got Kevin out here raking hay. So Lisa's gonna run me to the next field and get a tractor home. So I'm gonna let this set and come back and spray this a little bit later. So that'll be it on this. Oh, I gotta come over here and show you the... I want to take my gloves off. I did put some insecticide in here because we got some cutworm that could be working in this trash. And I'm going to take this and show the switches. Okay. This is the 3020 that we fixed up with a new fuel pump, new coil, Dad's tractor. It's running good. These are the switches. Since I got the motor on, this is the master. This is the other switches for each thing. This is the pressure. Of course, the engine shut off, and then we adjust the pressure by moving that. Tractor with power shift. It works great for this. You can see I got some corn rows out here. They're hard to see, but there is corn here. And that's good. I got a stand, so I'm in my compliance for no-till on highly erodible ground. And normally that's why I got in the hay business, because I got a lot of that, and the hay does better for it. Okay, Lisa, we'll call this part of a wrap here and go to the other stuff.